So when people talk about stories, they often use the phrase, narrative cohesiveness. I mean, does the whole story, hang together from, beginning, middle, end? Like, the woman wants to climb the highest mountain. She starts off, she sprains her ankle. She got actually just, crawl up, foot by foot, and then it rains, and then she's got to sort of slide up, and then there's like this terrible huge bear, and she has to give her, give the bear her last ham sandwich, and then finally, she gets up to the very top of the mountain. I mean, that wasn't the best example. In fact, it was a bad example. But the point being, like, a story needs to like hang together, like, the whole thing, beginning to end. It's got cohesiveness. Like, we understand the whole plot of the thing. What I'm concerned about is the video that we're about to go into does not have narrative cohesiveness. So it was just kind of a regular Saturday afternoon. I stopped into this place, had a beer. Didn't even know the name of the place, but it seemed like a pretty nice place. Kind of looking around. They had a tank above the bar. It's kind of nice, and sort of enjoying my beer. And that. And wait, what's that? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I was looking at the tank, and whoa, is that what? Is that a mermaid? It just I don't know. I rushed out of the place. I looked up at the sign. What's the name of this place? Delirium Cocktails? Whoa. I rushed to a bookstore, believe it or not, to find out. Ancient mysteries and lost knowledge. I needed to do some research. Mystical philosophies, yes. Divinations and dreams, maybe that's what I'm having. Cell transformation, yes. But as I stood there, things got blurrier and blurrier, and the last thing I saw was yoga dogs. Whoa. And then things just got all sort of drippy. Strange shapes, colors. Whoa. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think all that really had, narrative cohesiveness. I mean, it didn't really hang together. I mean, it was the mermaid and the bookstore. Like, where did the bookstore come from? And then we had like those funny shapes, and then I don't know. It was just a lot going on. Like the yoga dogs. I mean, I don't know. It was just a lot going on. I think it was more of a mess, really, than what I would refer to as narrative cohesiveness. Um, on the other hand, I mean, our own lives do not have narrative cohesiveness. I mean, you know, they're a mess. They're not cohesive. They just go, and they go along, and this happens and that happens. I mean, is there really a cogent story there in our lifelines? Probably not. On the other hand, that's why we go to, like, movies and television, and even little inane videos like this one. I mean, we hunger for some narrative cohesiveness. We look for that, and yet I'm not giving it to you. So I do apologize for that. Here's some videos that I took, or some photos I took. I kind of strung them together with some music. We could look at that. So all right, here goes. You often hear it said that people don't change. It's like, oh, they don't change. They just stay the same. They never change. But yeah, it hasn't been my experience. Yeah. I mean, I think people change all the time. Constantly. Sometimes they are changed. By circumstances, and not always for the better. Yeah. But sometimes people choose to change, to move to a higher place, move to a better place, and that's a beautiful thing. It's hard, usually. I mean, you typically encounter some resistance, maybe within yourself, or maybe someone who doesn't want you to change. That's part of it. And that's okay. But here's the thing. Life is sacred. It can't all be put into words. I mean, there's a mystery to it. And you want to be there with it. You want to, you don't want to just sleepwalk through it. I mean, it is worth your best self. You never know. There might be some mermaids in those waves. I mean, life is sacred. Oh, you're gonna dance. We gotta get this one in full.